Hey everyone, so it's been a minute since I've done a real-time build and articulate storyline with you, so I thought today I would do a quick drag and drop interaction. It's kind of like a sorting interaction where I want them to choose the, I guess, poor, better, best decisions. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get my screen size up, and I am going to plop in a few elements. So the first is going to be a shape. I'm going to add a little title to I'm going to change the design. I don't like the boring colors, so I'm going to go with opulent so that I have these nice pretty colors. And I am going to, I'll stick with that. Change the outline to the same color, put a title. Title's going to be knowledge check. I'm going to highlight that, bold it, move it over to the left alignment, and I'm going to bump up the font a whole bunch. We'll go to 32. So knowledge check. Now I'm going to add in a little prompt shape. Maybe actually, you know what? I'm going to add a character. Which character do I want? Lily's a little too matchy-matchy with my aesthetic. How about Iris? She looks like she'd match our aesthetic well. I'm going to download her from the content library. I'm going to choose a pose. Let's do the finger by mouth. Expression is thinking. Yeah, insert. Okay, so then I'm going to increase her size. Maybe not that much. Let's see. Still want some space for my. You know what? Maybe I'm going to take her out completely. I don't want her in there. We'll go back to the shape. I'm going to add a shape right here. Bring it over. I'm going to format it so that it's a lighter color. I like this one. Take the same outline. Okay, and so which option is the categorize each option into poor, better, and best by dragging the option to the appropriate category. That could be much more succinct, but it is very early in the morning and I have not finished my coffee yet. So yeah, that's what you're getting from me. And we're gonna pull this here. I'm gonna create a little animation to fade this. We'll offset it by about a half second. And clicking submit. You know what? Drag each option to the appropriate category and click submit. That's what it's going to be. I'm feeling very wordy this morning, apparently. We're going to bump up the font a little bit to 16 points. I want everything to be on one line, and it doesn't need to be that. All right, so, and you know what? I think I'm gonna change my animation from a fade to a fly-in from the right. And then what we're going to do is we are going to create some more shapes because I like shapes. And I'm going to create option 1, copy and paste that, option 2. Now there's a lot of ways that people could do this, and my way is not necessarily the right way, but it's the way that I'm going to do it today. So here you are. Okay, so we've got our 3 options, and then I'm going to create some more shapes because I like shapes. And I'm going to have A, and I'm going to change the color. Let's see. I do this purple color. Yeah. And then the outline will be that purple color too. Okay, so then we'll copy that. And we'll do A, B, and C. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to group each of these items so that they're just one item. So I'm going to highlight my 2 objects. I'm going to hit Control G, and then I'm going to label this A. Do the same for B. Control G, label that B, and Control C. See? I'm going to add a fade animation to all of these, and I'm going to move them to a ½ second below the prompt. And then what we're going to do is, you know what, I think I want to change the design so that it's a little wider. So I'm going to change my width to about 900. Alright, so now I have a little bit more space. Bring everything over. And then I'm going to insert a shape that's the same size as my entire group size. And then we're going to have pour. Alright, so it seems I made these a little big. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shrink them a little bit. And then I can shrink you a little bit. Make sure you're still wide enough. Yes, you are. But you know what? I want it to be the same width. So there we go. Sorry. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. So we've got pour. We've got better. And then we have best. And what I want them to do is I want them to drag these items to the correct category. Now, in order to get them to go into the correct category, I'm going to create an invisible shape. Format, no fill, no outline. I'm going to name this drop pour. I'm going to copy that, drop bet, and then I'm going to copy this. And the reason I'm putting it over the actual header as well is because I want them, if they drag it to the category, like I specifically asked them, instead of underneath of the category, then it will still drop there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to add a fade animation to all of these, to the headings, and then we're going to move all of these to the same as the groups. All right, so we have our categories. I'm going to drag these down a little bit. We have our options, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Insert, Convert to Freeform, and drag and drop. Okay. Then we're going to select a choice, which is A, B, C, and then the associated pour, better, best. So I'm just going to put them right in order, and those will be our correct responses. Now you can customize the feedback. I'm not going to show you that right now. I'm going to name that incorrect though, because that's going to bug me. And so now when we preview this, we should have a fully functioning drag and drop. So let's see here. Okay, we've got our knowledge check, we've got our options. So now if I drag my options, oh, you know what I want to do, sorry. Go back into your slide view and drag and drop options. I don't want to do stack random, I want to do snap to center. So preview this slide. I just like snap to center better with drag and drops, it just looks cleaner. So I've got, oh, sorry. Maybe it's not snap to center. Maybe it's tile. Let's see if that works. I don't know what I want this morning. All right. Yeah, no, that's not what I want either, but it'll do. Okay, so I'm dragging each of them to the drop targets, and then I'm clicking my submit. And why is it telling me I have... Did I put these right? Oh, I'm a dummy. Oh boy. Drop poor. Drop better. Drop best. That makes sense. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to preview it. And we should get the correct response when we drag those to those objects. Yeah, no, see, I was right. I didn't want tile. I wanted snap to center. Snap to center. Thank you. Preview. Good God, that's going to take me a hot minute this morning. Yeah, see there? It looks nice and clean. Snaps to the center of your shape of your drop target, and then when we click yes, submit, then we got the correct response. So that's a very quick, kind of fumbly because it's the morning and I haven't finished my coffee, drag and drop interaction in Articulate Storyline 360.